Welcome, this is Shakti, your online astrologer, and online because I'm living on Maui, which is a very small island, so I'm doing 80% of my astrology reading work online and mainly through Skype. So I'm very passionate about astrology, and I believe that 100% preparation and a high wisdom perspective really goes a long way and equals a lot of success in our life. So this is what I'm doing when I'm giving these forecast videos, and especially the moon astrology has a special place in my heart because the moon is so connected. The moon is representing the heart, our feelings, our inner world, and how we represent the outer world, how we filter that into our perception. And this is where, in this cauldron, where we come up with decisions and where we go into specific new directions in our life. So our emotions really play a big role. And whenever we have good emotions, we can say we're on track. And the so-called bad emotions are kind of a red light to let us know that we have to do some corrections. So more you know about the general moon cycle around the zodiac, and the next step would be how that plays out in your personal chart. But just the general information will give you a lot of information about why you might feel a specific way and help you to balance yourself out in a beneficial way. So I hope you will have fun. Go over to my PowerPoint presentation and you will find the more specific recommendation I have for you. And so you want to hang in there till the end, and I see you over there. Welcome over here to my PowerPoint presentation for the new moon. As you might know, I'm an evolutionary astrologer. That means I try to provide you with a higher wisdom perspective, helping you along on your evolutionary journey. So it's really all about your inner growth, your soul's perspective. I'm also a published author. I have written a book, Jewelry and Gems for Self-Discovery. And this is actually an introduction into astrology and then how you can use gemstones and crystals to help balance different areas, different planetary principles in your chart. So if you love gemstones, that might be something for you. Why astrology, you might ask? Because astrology is magical. It truly helps you through a higher state of consciousness to navigate these difficult times we are all in more gracefully, because by having a higher wisdom perspective onto what's happening in the bigger picture, what's happening for you specifically with activations in your personal horoscope, you have better choices. You have guidance how you want to meet those forces and how to be proactive. And that generally leads to a more joyful life experience. So today I want to talk mainly about the new moon. The new moon is in Leo, August 6th. And that's happening in the afternoon at 2:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's going to happen at 14 degrees Leo, so kind of in the middle of it all. So we will talk about what is it about a new moon? Why do people think this is important to know where the new moon is and when it's happening? And then we will talk about this specific new moon in Leo and what that means. And for that, we're going to look into the Leo personality. And then at the end, I will talk and give you very practical recommendations. And the idea is that you can choose specific projects this month where you have the wind in your back, so to speak. And I'm living in Hawaii. So we have all these surfers here. So the idea is that if you surf the wave, you go with the energy. It's very exhilarating, it's fun, and you use the energy in an appropriate way. while if you try to fight against the wave, you are in big trouble. So lunar astrology holds a very special place in my heart, always has, because the moon cycle you can really see and feel. As a child, I was really fascinated by the changes I could see with my naked eye. And when we follow the cycles of the moon throughout the months, we have a chance to become more self-conscious and aligned and aware of our inner world of feelings and what's going on there. And whenever we are aware of something, it gives us more mobility to move with those energies. So in a way, I call it a form of emotional intelligence can evolve. I like that word, emotional intelligence, because we are so often steered from those inner emotions, good or bad, hard or pleasant. And when we just react to those feelings, we don't have much choice how we use them, and we're just steered into action. So the lunar astrology in general gives you kind of a little distance, a little bit awareness of what's going on and how you can apply yourself with what's going on. So the moon in your personal chart has a very important message because it describes your heart and your soul. We describe it as the great mother, the nourishing spirit, the healer, the shepherd, where we take those healing, nourishing energies and qualities we have towards others. But it is also the emotional filter towards the world. So our emotions filter how we experience the world. And of course, our driving need is to feel safe, to feel nourished, to feel happy. So the moon holds kind of the key to all that. It's a connection to our inner world, a connection to our unconsciousness. And in our unconsciousness, there is all this creativity. So we could think as the moon as a gateway for the creativity we hold inside and we have access to. So if you only want to remember one point about the moon, it really is the source of joy and happiness. And in your chart, you really need to live your moon in order to be happy. So transferring that to the cycle of the moon in general, whenever the transiting moon will hit specific points in your chart, this is when inner aspects, feelings get activated. So that's why it really makes a lot of sense to pay a little attention to the journey of the moon. So what happens exactly with the new moon? When we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are in conjunction, as we say in astrology. What means sun and moon are at the same degree. So that's that moment of darkness, a moment of the beginning of a new cycle of emotional maturation, of inner awareness, of emotional intelligence, as we already said. But that journey we are starting anew is really defined by the sign it is happening in. So that's why we want to pay attention what kind of a new moon it is. So it is a chance to grow emotionally and to integrate a new subject or something on a deeper level. So you can think about that in this moment of darkness, a new creation starting out of the infinite possibilities of manifestation. So it's a very magical moment. So you could really sit down and write down your intentions and focus with what you know about the new moon and where you want to go this month. So this is a very powerful moment for starting onto that new cycle, that new journey of deepening, of becoming more self-conscious, more self-realized. And of course, it is a journey of becoming more acquainted with yourself, getting yourself to know better. So astrology really is not only a spiritual journey, but it's a journey of self-inquiry, of self-consciousness. So you can tell I'm very passionate about it, and I do love it. So this is how the chart looks done for San Francisco. So you can see that the moon and the sun is in the same degree. It is squared by the south node and the north node, which adds that dimension of something karmic is ready for you around the Leo perspective to integrate. So in general, I mean, we're going to talk about it more in depth, but in general, it has to do with right application of yourself with joy and with creativity and leadership qualities. So, Leo personality. When we talk about the sign of Leo, we know that Leo is known as the sign of the kings and the queens. So Leo is known as the king of the animal kingdom. So this is how it came to pass. So Leo is ruled by the sun. And the sun you can look at as the king or queen of the solar system as well, because it's the center of the solar system. So all the other planets evolve around the sun. So the sun is really the center, the one. Everybody else, all the gravitational forces are centered on. So Leo is a sign of fire, therefore it has to do with our sense of passion, with our ability to experience joy, with our qualifications of leadership and learning to take that front seat, and our ability to express our creativity. So all these aspects are kind of in the front line this month. And also I want to mention the fifth house is attributed to Leo qualities. So for example, if you have planets in the fifth house in your chart, these subjects are going to be important for you. So here we're getting very practical. How can you ride the wave with Leo projects? Where is the wind helping of the celestial forces helping you along? So I would say everything what has to do with expression of yourself, with taking charge, with stepping up into the limelight, stepping up onto the stage. This is where you can take more chances this month. This is where you want to challenge yourself. So it is about spontaneous and confident self-expression. So you can learn about that. You can deepen your abilities there and learn to trust yourself. So dare to stand out. Challenge yourself where you don't feel comfortable to speak in front of people, or where you feel like you're holding back part of that natural flow of just expressing yourself from the inside out. So one of the keys is to find your passion. And because it's a new moon in Leo, so the new moon is so connected with our inner world of feelings, and the feelings of passion is really something flowing there. So you should really meditate on this month. Where in your life do you feel passion? What can you get passionate about? And then do you give that enough room in your life? Do you give it enough space? Do you dare yourself in that field? Then the other field is learning to be a benign leader. So like for example, if you work in a field with other people, you have colleagues, then this is a good month to learn to take more responsibility, to step up when extra attention or work is needed. So this is a month where you can really learn to sharpen those skills of stepping up and just doing what's needed. And usually when we do that, we really get reflected for that by other people. So allow yourself that learning curve. Allow yourself even mistakes, but challenge it. Challenge yourself. Step up. Do something where you might have been too shy before to do it. So when I say take responsibility for your life and others, first of all, it's always about self-responsibility, of course. So this is a month where you want to really make sure that you become active, where you take steps to follow your inner vision, your passions, and your goals. So fire is really active. So you need to do things this month to make things happen. And then take responsibility for others doesn't mean you take responsibility away from others, but that you make yourself available, that you help others out, that you feel your own sense of strength and power by doing necessary things. Activities. Because it's a fire sign, it's a good month again to really keep your physical body moving with anything you feel passionate about. So it can be dancing, it can be rollerblading, it can be climbing a mountain, whatever it is. So it's really about moving with passion, expressing your physical body in a very passionate and fiery way. So the overall idea I want to give you is it's really about that passionate being in alignment with life. So you want to have fun. You want to really focus on all the capabilities, your creative inner ideas, and do something about it. So for example, if you feel like you would like to paint, but you don't really feel you have the skills yet, then sign up for a class. Do something to learn what you might be passionate about. And most of all, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the steps moving you closer to your goal. If you like my astrology forecasts, don't forget to sign up for your subscription and you will be kept automatically in the loop. And of course, it would be nice to give me a thumbs up and like. That helps with the ranking, so other people will find the information. So that would be really appreciated. If you're interested in a more personalized view into your chart, your personal horoscope, I do astrological readings with people all over the planet because I work online through Skype. So you can either head over to my website, mauiastrologyreading.com, to get more information, or you can call me in Hawaii, 808-878-8182. Thanks for visiting, and as we say on Maui, aloha.